You guys asked for it and I am here to deliver. So you guys were asking for an order block video and here I am. So let me explain how order block is built and how it's made. So first I will show you guys some example and then we will go on the chart and I'm going to show you guys on the chart. It's super easy to understand order block. So usually this is how order block is built. We make a, bro, every single time I got to this. So this is how order block is built. Okay, we make a high, a low, and then we make another high, higher. What do we want here? For the price to come and retest this area and go higher. Like this is how people trade order block. So this zone over here becomes an order block. Like we make it, we mark it from this high to this low. We want the price to come into that retest and go higher. So that's how order block is built. So that's a bullish order block. Again, just like this, bro. We make a high, okay? Just gonna make it super simple. We make another low and then we go higher high, okay? Then this over here becomes an order block. That's how easy it is to understand. I'm gonna show you guys on the chart too. Now we do have a bearish order block, okay? We have a bearish. This is a bullish order block. Then we have a bearish order block. We have a high, we make another low, okay? Then we make a high, we make another low low, okay? Now this over here, for example, this over here becomes a bearish order block. We want the price to come and retest this level, come into this, and then push lower. It's just like we want the trend to continue. So let's say if we are in uptrend, we want the price to come and continue within this pullback that we had to push higher. The same way we are in downtrend, we made a pullback to the upside. We want the price to come retest that area and go lower. And that's how easy it is to understand order block. I'm not gonna make it super complicated for you guys. And I'm gonna just start showing you guys some examples on the chart. But again, if you don't understand it, if you need help with anything, you can join the Discord, by the way, link will be in the description. Completely free to join in, and if you need help with anything, you can ask me there. So, let's just find some order blocks. I can already see order block over here, bro. Like, what do we have over here? There's so many order blocks over here. We do have order blocks on every single time frame. You guys can see I am currently on the 1 hour time frame. Look, what do we have here? Like literally there's so many order blocks. Like we have a high, okay, then we make another low and then we make another higher high. So this area within here becomes an order block. Now, I personally like to mark order block. Like a lot of people like to mark order block off of this high to this like low down here, but I just like to mark it like this. I would just like to mark it off of the bearish candle. So now what we want the price to do, come retest this zone and then go higher. You guys can clearly see that happen. Price came into it, retested it, and went higher. Now, look there, look here, bro. We do have another bullish order block over here. Look, let me show you, bro. We make a low, okay, we make another high, we make another low, and then we make a higher high, okay? What do we have over here? This leg down here becomes an order block. Again, the pullback that we are having, that becomes order block. So, boom, what price do? Price comes, retest that, and it goes higher. Now we do have another order block over here, an hourly order block off of this candle, but you guys can see the price didn't fill into that. We made a high, a low, and then a higher high. But price didn't fill into that and we stopped reacting. So you have to understand that we are not gonna always start reacting off of order blocks. So boom, that's how easy to understand order blocks, bro. It's just simple, bro. We make like this, bro. We make a high, then we make a low, and then we make a higher high. This move here, this whole pullback over here that you guys can see, like this pullback here, that becomes order block and you just mark it off of this high to this low. We want price to come and retest this to be able to go higher. Easy, simple, and yeah, let me show you guys some bearish order blocks too. And again, this happens on every single time frame. You could just see it. For example, over here, guys. This is also a bearish order block. What do we have? We make a high, okay, we make a low, then we make another high, and then we just go lower here, okay? So now, oh my days, why am I doing this? Sorry, sorry, let me just do it again. So what do we have? We make a high, we make another low, we make a higher high, and then we go lower, okay? Now you guys can see we are changing in the downtrend, okay? We want the price, we make a high, a low, higher, another pullback, and then the price wants to go lower. So this whole area here becomes an order block. We could mark it like this. You guys might be thinking like, look, there's a bearish candle. That doesn't matter because the trend shifted. We are currently in the downtrend. This was a clear pullback here. So that becomes an order block. You just mark it off of here, and you guys can see price didn't even retest that. So that's a bearish order block. So let me just show you guys some more bearish order blocks. This is a clear order block here too, bro. You guys can see we have high, we make a low, then we go higher, and then we go lower. Okay, what do we want price to do? We want the price to come within this hourly order block that we have within here. This is just one candle, yes it is, to fill into that and start reacting. You guys can see that happen. Price came, filled into that. You guys can see we start reacting going to the downside. That's also a valid order block in my eyes. Um, but if you go on the 15-minute time frame, it's just like we have this whole leg up over here and then leg down. So that bit doesn't, this whole leg up here, I wouldn't count that as an order block in my eyes. So let's just do some more here for you guys. Let me just do some more and find some nice order blocks that we could have. As example, there's a lot of like order blocks being built, bro, every single time. Like um, clearly, like down here, we make a high, a low, bro. Like we make a high, make a low, we make another high, and then price goes lower. What do we want the price to do? This becomes an hourly order block here. What we do we want the price to do? We want the price to come and retest that zone. So we mark this to this, and boom, you guys can clearly see price came into that and retested that and started reversing. That's how easy to understand the order block. You just could say that you have to go off of the trend. So if we are currently in an uptrend like this, okay, we are in uptrend. So these areas that we are having a pullback becomes an order block. We want the price to come retest that zone to go higher. In a downtrend, it's the same, bro. Let's say that we are in a downtrend, okay? We are making higher high, higher lows. Boom. We want the price to come retest this area, which it becomes an order block. Boom, like this. Retest that and go lower. Um, Super easy, simple to understand it. Shouldn't be that hard. Sometimes it is confusing because, um, like for example, like here is also kind of like an order block too because we started going lower, which I showed you guys. We make a high. You guys can see we make a high, we retrace, we make a low, then another high, make another lower low. So this becomes an order block. But as long as this low is not made, like we doesn't move like this doesn't become a bearish order block. So you have to keep that in mind. Super easy, simple to understand, boys. Again, if you're having a hard to understand it, let me know in the comments and I will try to explain it better or just join the Discord and ask me there. Um, for example, this here is also a 3-minute order block, okay? What do we have here? We make a low, we make another high, and then we make a lower low. So trend is shifting here. What do we want the price to do? We want the price to come within this order block, retest that, and go lower. Now you might be thinking that this move down is not that much for it to be counted as order block, but I would still count this as a 3-minute order block because this move down literally closed below this one. So we're clearly in the downtrend now from the uptrend. So we want the price to come into this and retest, which we got off of that candle. So yeah, boys, super easy to understand order blocks. But the more you use it, the more you tread behind the chart, the more you're gonna understand it. Um, Other than that, like, let's see. This here is also a nice order block. For example, here, um, these over here is a nice hourly order, 15-minute order block. Okay, why? We make a low, we make another high, we make another low low. We want the price to come and retest that and push lower, which price actually retested that today. And you guys can see we reacted off of that. Bruh, easy, simple, and yeah, that this should cover everything for you, bro. You should understand it now. But if you don't still understand it again, join the Discord. It's completely free. You can ask me there. But see you guys on the next video.